So, today I want to talk about EIN credit and why it is so important for your business. So, I kind of switch between different topics: emotional, um, you know, uh, independence and actualization, as well as financial independence and actualization, because these are the two most important ways that we can set ourselves free, right? That we rise free. So, both from economic subjugation and from emotional subjugation and discrimination, right? And the discrimination against our rights and our rights in our body. So, today I'm going to talk about EIN credit a little bit. What is it? And I'm going to talk about this in a series because there's a lot of really cool, important things to know about it. EIN credit is credit for your business that is not based on your personal credit score. So, what does that mean? Even if you have you don't want, if you have all of your business credit, right? So, if your business credit cards are connected to your personal social security number, or you are guaranteeing a business loan personally, that means you're on the hook for those business debts. So you're actually destroying the very thing that you create a company to protect you from, okay? Because the main reason we create companies is so that we as an individual are separated from our business debts, our business expenses, right? So that if something happens to the company, if the company goes bankrupt, that we as an individual and our individual assets are protected. That is what the limited liability company structure is supposed to do. But it's going to fail at that if we personally guarantee the debts and loans of the business, because then that allows the creditor to not just go after the business, but they get to go after us personally in our individual capacity, and they get to go and try to take our personal assets, our car, our bank account, our money, right, our house, etc. So that is why this is such an important distinction. A lot of people, they form their company thinking, okay, now I'm protected, right? And I've taught people this, like, form your company, it protects you. But if you don't also know this, then you are not protected in the way you think. Because if you are personally guaranteeing the loans of your business, then they can still go after you personally. So, what is the issue here? A lot of times businesses can't get much credit. If they want to get credit, then especially if they're new businesses or they don't have any kind of a track record, then it's very hard, and the right kind of track record, which is what we're going to get into, how you develop that. Then it's very hard for them to get credit simply based on the business alone, without it being tied to their social security number and their personal guarantee. And so, what if your business needs credit, right? I mean, this is an issue. What if you need to have a loan, or you need credit cards to use under your business only that are not also tied to you, right? What if you need credit lines with your vendors or your suppliers? This type of credit is what you want to build, but build separate from your personal credit, your personal credit score. Because if you have a lot of debt that's connected to your personal credit score, what's that going to do? It's going to drag your personal credit score down. Okay. It is even possible to have a poor personal credit score, but have really good business credit, because your business is a separate entity from you if you know how to build that up correctly. So over the next few days, weeks, whatever, I'm going to get more into this and explain to you some of the different parameters of how you build this, why it's so important, and that there are actual ways that you can do this. There's structure, there's a whole system designed to help you do this, because most of us have no idea how this is built. We have no idea how the credit different bureaus report to each other. We have no idea which companies report to credit bureaus. So we don't know how to build this credit, right? We don't know where we're supposed to register our companies. There's all kinds of layers to this to actually accelerate building business credit so that you can get credit for your company that is separate from your personal credit score and your social security number. It's hugely critical for the protection of liability and the separation of your business and personal, which is why you formed a company entity in the first place. Now, I'm also going to talk about who's there. Maybe tomorrow, we'll see, right? He's like kind of do these sporadically on the fly, but I'm going to talk about why business credit immediately increases the value of your company. So we're going to talk about value to your company as well. So there's the protection aspect of it, which we talked about today, and why it's so important that you have it set up so that you're really taking full advantage of the protection that a company structure offers you. Now tomorrow we'll talk, or maybe in a few days, we'll talk about what is the value. How does that actually increase the value of your company? So I hope you guys have a fantastic Friday. I hope you get out there, getting ready for the weekend, have some fun, and we will get into this we'll get into this soon, okay? And there's a ton of really cool information about exactly what this is, how do you build it, and all of that stuff, which I'm going to share with you. EIN credit is something that just was not even on my radar. And then I started having long time top business people were mentoring me and talking to me about it. And they were like, you know about this, right? That this is really important to have. And I was like, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about how to build that, or what that whole structure was. And they're like, yeah, there's a whole system behind how you build this. So we're going to get into that, and I'm going to share that knowledge with you. I hope you guys have a wonderful Friday. I'll see you tomorrow.